What up, Floss Tube?
I just felt like we were in like the early 2000s.
Yeah. What up, dog?
No. What up, Floss Tube? Let's ground it back a bit.
What up, Floss Tube? What is up?
We are exes and hoes.
Sisters.
We're sisters
Cross stitching.
that stitch. We're sisters. Sisters that stitch and bitch.
Here we are. It's been 2 months.
Yeah.
I mean, really a month because it took so long to upload the last video.
When did?
We like
Because we filmed it on like
April 1st.
April 1st, and then it was like after your birthday.
Yeah.
At the end of April.
Yeah, end of April that it got posted. So
So it is.
So 2 months for us, a little over a month for all of you.
Yes. I'm Jackie.
I'm Justine.
As we've established, we're sisters.
And we cross stitch.
And
this is a channel about cross stitch and life and
sometimes Justine's knitting.
Turkeys.
And turkeys and slowly possums are coming into play. Today is
June 3rd, 2023.
Happy Pride, everybody.
Yes, happy Pride.
Happy Pride. We are together in Kalamazoo.
Forever.
I guess, yeah. We are in Kalamazoo, filming on location. Pride weekend is happening downtown.
It is. Yep, right downtown at the Arcadia Creek Festival site.
Mm-hmm. It looked like a lot of fun.
It did. I've seen a lot of good pictures.
Yeah. So, Justine, what have you been up to?
So, since the last time we filmed...
2 sentences.
My children are finishing up their school year with preschool graduations, field day, field trips, and a family gathering to have orange floats. Period.
All right, 1.
I had a birthday and have been working. Period.
Nice. That's great. Are you going to ask me?
What have you been up to, Jackie? 2 sentences.
Well, comma. I have been working from home, babysitting, stage managing at IO, and performing. Period.
Okay, there's 1.
Comma.
No, you said period. Comma.
Comma. I am still single. Period.
All right.
All right.
That's our life update.
Life updates. Do we talk? What have we been up to, stitchy wise, or do we just jump into whips?
Usually we just jump into whips.
Okay, let's.
We just cut like 20 minutes out of our intro.
We did. Good for us. Whips.
No, actually, we usually do FFHoes.
That's right. Justine, do you have any FFHoes?
No.
Do you have any finishes?
Yes.
Okay. Care to share with the class?
All right.
Wait, I do have an FFHo. I stitched during a Star Wars improv show,
Yeah.
and I had started it and then finished
This is turning into a life update.
I would say I started it and then finished it at the show and gave it away to someone in the audience. Here's a photo of it. It's little Grogu. They loved it. It was fast stitch, but hoop frame, fabric backing, simple. FFHoes. Justine, finish.
Okay, my first finish.
Ooh, that's already looking cute.
So every month I was going to do the heartstring samplery coffee fobs, and then I did 1 month and I was just like, I'm done. I don't feel like doing these anymore. So this was the first one that I had done.
Oh, hide your tits, Justine.
So this was the first one I had done.
This just went up to R-rated floss, dude.
And then this is it would have been my April.
I like that one. That's a cute
Coffee. And this is on a 32 count cream Lugana from White Shell. Crema.
What are you gonna like? How do you finish those?
I'm just gonna
What are
do
the
like tiny
fobs?
little pillows.
Oh,
I could do magnets.
okay.
I mean,
Good idea too.
3 fingers. That's how I take my whiskey. My next finish for April, Whip Go, Yukon's Christmas list from Heartstring Samplery.
Finally finished.
It's a freebie on their website, and I started this on the New Year's Eve 12 by 12 in 2021. 22, that New Year's Eve.
Okay.
Yeah. So
21 into 22, or both
Yes.
2021 and then on
No.
2022.
21 into 20.
Okay.
So here
That's
is
cute.
Yukon's Christmas list, cornmeal, and gunpowder, and ham hocks, and guitar strings. Yukon 1964.
Are you gonna do a long pillow?
Nope. So they finished it as a drum.
A drum.
So that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I'm gonna drum this up.
Mhm.
That's how I'll finish it. This was on a 28 count opal linen from Bestitch Me. It's called, well, it didn't have a name. I call it Snowstorm. Because I'm a queen when it comes to naming fabric. My next whip go for May was Hello from Liz Matthews, Auld Lang Syne. That got called, and I got a finish on that. This is on a 40 count Crystal Heartland from Picture This Plus. It's gold fleck, and Black Sands Dinky Dyes.
Dinky Dyes.
Yeah, and the spacing was off. I almost had to tear all of this out, but I just left it.
If you didn't point it out.
Yeah, I know. I just
Chop
needed
that
to
part
point it out.
for my own sanity. How are you gonna finish that one? Pillow?
I think just a frame.
Oh.
I think a black frame.
Mm-hmm.
It'll look nice during the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
I could just leave it up all year round, really, for old time's sake.
That'd have to be for fuck's sake if
It's
it's all year round. Oh, for fuck's sake.
So yeah, those are my finishes since we
Nice.
last filmed.
Excellent. Double checking. I just had that one FFO. So, I think it's time for whips.
Whips.
Whips. For those that don't know,
Whip it real good.
works in
Progress.
progress. Do you want to go or you want me to go?
No, you can go ahead first.
Okay. Well, this one that I was just working on before we started filming, one of our faves from Rebel Stitcher Designs. It's still in the plastic, keeping it mint condition. We've got Before the Devil Knows, and I've made some progress on it, like a lot of progress. So just using some good old-fashioned DMC. Got Rebel Stitcher needle minder from the
Voodoo.
Quarterly Club. And this is on Bestitch Me fabric, 16 count Ada, fall foliage. But yeah, foliage. Really excited how that's turning out. Yeah. And that's that. You want to go every other? Or
Sure. So my most recent that I was actually working on tonight as well.
Oh my god.
Was what?
No, I was just laughing at myself.
The Prairie Schooler Nordic Holiday. In April, I started doing one a month. So
God, I'm obsessed with that pattern. That's cute.
well, I'll pass it on to you when I'm
Okay,
done.
I just don't know if I'll ever stitch.
Yeah. So this was what I finished, I think, in March. And then this was my April. And I'm almost done with May. I have to finish the door and then fill in the door here.
Oh my gosh.
And
That's so I
that'll be
like how
done.
those colors are popping.
Yeah, they are. This is on, oh crap.
Now, are you planning to keep them all just on one square?
Yes.
Instead of broken up?
So next I'm moving down. Okay. This guy right here is going to be, that's the beginning of the bird right there.
Cute.
And then I'm going to put Santa in the middle. And then over here will be this other reindeer.
Okay.
And then in the bottom, I'm going to do these two birds on the outside and this in the middle.
Cool. That's definitely going to be a pillow, isn't it?
You know, I was actually thinking that.
Yeah, called it. Finally called it.
We'll see though. I think it would be cool too though, in like a really nice wooden frame. Hung up for the holidays.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm enjoying this. This is on I think it's a 28 count. It is a Lugana from Bestitch Me. It's called Banshee. Very appropriate for Christmas stitching.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like the way it looks with it, so.
Nice. All right. So then from Erica Michaels, I have Blessings Be More. Started working on this for St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day. And ooh, got a little bit more here. Rebel Stitcher Needle Minder from the Quarterly Club. If you haven't joined,
You
should join. All the dancing videos are me. If you haven't figured it out yet, I'm the one with the talent. Anyways, this was, I know in the last video, this was a fabric I can't remember, but I think I'm fairly certain it's Fangirl Fibers, like a 14 count Ada. And then I'm actually for
whatever swamp Yoda lives in.
Yeah, Dagobah. I think, and actually, it's an absolute mess, but this color right here, oh man, I can't remember what it's called, but I know it's like the Bestitch Me silks.
Nice.
This one I know is a
Probably a
Bestitch Me
coffee.
silk, and then the gold, and I think this one was called like honeycomb, I want to say.
I like it.
Yeah, but
Looking good. I love the colors. And I like how they play on that green.
ditto.
Diddums.
Thanks, Justine. Thanks for the compliments.
You're welcome. My next whip that I'm working on, this is another one that I'm trying to work on monthly in hopes to have it done this year. And this is from Little House Needleworks, Jack Frost's Tree Farm. So I started with the third one and I finished that, and now I'm on to part 4, the Balsam Fir. Okay, so sorry. Sorry. I finished. This was part 3. And I've moved on to this now. So I'm hoping to finish this up in June. And then move on. I'll move over here. I think I'm going to do all the small squares first.
Yeah.
And this is on another Bestitch Me.
Wait.
I think it's Latte.
There's more to
It's a
I don't understand.
7-part series.
Oh, okay. Oh, so they just took a little photo of one of them?
So you can do them together or separately.
Oh, okay. I understand now. I was like looking at this comparing
I'll
to
show
what
you.
you've got stitched. I'm like, how did
Yeah.
This isn't on there.
Yeah. Each square is a different part. I'll show it to you once we're done.
Alright. And then... So, for the last 3 years now, started in 2020, on May the 4th, I would try to stitch an entire Star Wars piece or a Star Wars character. And this year, I stitched that Grogu. That counts, I'd say.
Yeah,
but
I just had to give them away. So.
Yeah. But this is from, I think I forget the name every time. It's like LA Geek.
I know who you're talking about. 'Cause that's who did your Chewbacca, right?
Yep. The Chewbacca and the Yoda. But this year, because Carrie Fisher got her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Nice.
So it seemed appropriate to start stitching Leia on there. It's just DMC. This is a fangirl fiber from her star. My fabric is wrinkly, I know. From the Star Wars Fabric of the Month Club. It's a 14 count Ada, and it's called You're My Only Hope. So it was very...
What is it? Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
You're my only hope.
You're my only hope. Yeah. So, I'll knock it out and get it in a hoop frame to throw along with Chewbacca and Yoda.
Cute.
And then this is a Fangirl Fibers needle minder, Han Solo. Han Solo. Love him.
Let's see. My next one. Oh, I just want to say really quick. For my birthday, the partner got me a tablet so that I could get Pattern Keeper.
Uh-oh.
And I just want to say shout out to Big Red, Human Crafter, our friend Sarah, who made some suggestions for me on what tablet to get and has helped me in my Pattern Keeper adventure.
Oh.
I am doing a temperature tree. It's from Stitch and Mommy. I started it in, I started it in 2020 for 2021. So I am 86.97% of the way through it.
Damn.
I think in our last video, I said I wanted to do 20 leaves a month. So I've done the last 2 months.
Nice.
And this is where I am.
Oh my gosh. That's nice.
So yeah, I've got 2 full months left. And then just some partial, like in June, I'll probably try to finish this month and whatever leftovers and just leave these last 2 months.
So these are the temperatures for 2021?
Yes.
Okay.
No significance other than that was the year I started it.
Cool.
So yeah, cold into hot.
Oh.
And we're gonna start pulling into these colors again. Yeah, you know. And this is on a 25 count from Bestitch Me, Lugana. I don't remember the name of it.
I got through my whips.
Oh, okay.
I kept it tight.
All right.
I kept it tight.
Next one is another one that I said I wanted to work on monthly. This is the Christmas Classics Stitch Along. It's from Story Stitches. They have a Facebook group. And this was from last year. They also did the Nightmare Before Christmas Stitch Along that Jackie and I are both working on. So I had the Grinch finished last time. And I did Max. Looking all cute. And then Snow Miser. Heat Miser's next. And then I'll move down to the next row. So for June, it'll be Heat Miser, which is appropriate. We have had a really hot beginning to June, like 90 degrees. So
I've got my 2 box fans out in my apartment.
I've got the AC on. Jackie was like, wow,
You're
running the AC? I was like, yeah, it's not Mom's house.
What a luxury.
But this is on the Stitch Me Lugana, probably a 32 count. And I don't know where the name or what the name is. But I think this might have been from, I would almost guess the spring box a couple years ago. Maybe. I worked on Thurza some more. I have to pull all of this out because it's the wrong color. But I filled in this butterfly.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I filled in the butterfly.
I also uploaded theirs into Pattern Keeper. So that was exciting. This is on a Live or Die LA, frankincense, gold, and myrrh. 32 count, I believe. There's a Priscilla Dawes from Hemlock and Rye Stitchery. She was a birthday start, so in April I got her out and tried to put some time in on it. And then Whip Go for May was Halloween at Honk Run Hollow, Carriage House Samplings. I did not do a whole lot. This is on a 40 count Bestitch Me Verdal, whatever, Badlands. And let's see, when I started working on it, I think I had like maybe this fabric is flimsy. I think I had maybe like this little portion right here. So I blocked in all of that. Woo.
Yeah, and I do love this pattern.
Yeah, it's... I do too.
Is Sarah working on this? Memphis Sarah?
Yes, she is. Yeah, and I think Bobby, and I can't remember who else they mentioned, but I know they do like a Zoom. So I'm gonna have to crash their party sometime soon.
Get in on that.
Get ready, ladies. So yeah, that is what I have for whips.
Nice. Sweet. Wow. All right. What's next? Haul? Or is haul?
Or we can talk about like what we want to do coming up.
Future plans? Okay. See. What are your future stitchy plans?
Future stitchy plans. Whip Go for June was the Coffee Quaker from Heartstring Samplery. So I'm going to work on that. And what was the other one? Let me look at my notes really quick. Oh, my Dreaming Girl from Barbara Anna Designs. So I'll work on that one as well. I'd kind of like to get a finish on the Dreaming Girl. We'll see. I'll have to see how the rest of her hair and face go. Everything else is pretty small. That's the largest amount of stitching is on the hair.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you can come up here.
And then I'm gonna do Heat Miser.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put in my leaves on my temperature tree. I'd like to finish the square that I'm working on with Jack's Tree Farm, and I need to start another Nordic square.
Nice.
The reindeer. So those are my June goals.
Excellent.
What about you? Oh, and I'll be thinking of everybody at StitchCon next week.
Yeah, I finally got an invoice, you guys.
What was it, like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. And I said, no thanks, you can release my spot.
Have fun.
Have fun, everybody. We'll miss you.
Mm-hmm.
But my future plans, June future plans, I think I'm gonna knock out that Princess Leia. Get that knocked out. And part of me's been hankering for a new start, but at the same time, I just have so many that I have not touched, #touch your piece, in a long time. That I'm like,
sorry, Kate. She's the only one that uses #touch your piece.
Bless you, Kate.
Yeah. I've not been on Instagram for a while, so I'm just gonna say that's my
future plans for you is to use #touch your piece more.
Same for you.
Yes.
Actually, I will incorporate into my future plans. I'd like to be more active on social media. It really has been a crunch, though. Like, the girls are finishing up their school year, and we've been busy nonstop. And honestly, every weekend in June is booked.
You guys are packed.
So, I'll try my best.
Same.
We'll see.
Just posted some quality content tonight, so
Yeah,
that's gotta
that really
set up for
holds
2
us
weeks.
up.
It's gotta set up for a bit.
Yeah, another one of my... I've been feeling the same way about wanting to start a new piece, but at the same time, I'm also on a kick right now where I just want to knock out some of my stuff. Like, I was telling Cyrus that, dare I say it, no whips when I turned 40.
What, that's like next year?
No. So I'm kind of on this kick of, I think I have maybe 48 whips. Jackie, your face.
Going for the replay.
And I originally in my plans had like 14 that I thought I could finish this year.
This orange tail you see. It's Hank.
Stanky Hanky.
What? He's so sweet.
He is.
I apologize for the background noise.
45. I have 45 whips. Can I get them done in 3 years?
I mean, I think you could do it.
So,
But-
and some of those might get knocked out. I mean, it might be one of those where I pick them up and I just say, you know what, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't care about this enough to finish it. So yeah, that I've been kind of rolling over that, and that's kind of been my mindset over the last few months. So I think I'm just gonna roll with it as long as I can and knock out as much as I can.
Haul? How much of a haul do you have, Justine? Okay, people on Flosstube aren't gonna like that.
That's true. Sorry, everybody.
I don't have a lot for haul, because...
Okay. I can make up for that.
Yeah.
Let's just do this, Jackie.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just go first and knock out all my stuff.
Susie Bear.
Yeah, little Susie Bear. So, for May the 4th, Jasmine Custom Bags was putting out some badass Star Wars bags. And Mama had to get her hands on one. So, my May the 4th purchase.
Dun, 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 dun.
We can only do like 5 seconds of that before they flag us. Just look at this bag. We got some stained glass Han and Leia. Here's her tag. Go check out her stuff. It's gonna be blurry.
I think she said for the month of June, she's not doing any custom orders.
Mm-hmm.
She is just working on like decreasing her fabric stash. So
She's
she
got a
will
big
be
fabric
posting
stash.
a lot in June. So yes, pay attention.
Pay attention. Get those bags. And
I love
yes, oh God, obsessed. Obsessed. Let me quietly unzip.
She did say though that she would continue, I think, with the XL bags.
Oh yeah, those big ones.
I hope I get one of those for Christmas.
You already got a bag for me for
Damn it.
Christmas, so
All right.
this is what
Just
the
put it out
inside.
there.
This is what the inside looks like. I have another Star Wars pattern in there that I have not been working on. Okay, so there was that bag, and then from Stitching Bits and Bombs,
Plainwell, Michigan. It's our LNS.
our LNS,
Yes.
our friend Suze. Hi Suze. Look,
Hey,
we're
Suze.
we're together. So you can quit your bitching about how you hate our videos when we're apart. No, I'm just kidding.
We love you, Suze.
But she hates them. We met up with Suze at Stitching Bits and Bobs, and we met up with Bobby. Bobby. And Mommy just put out these cute-ass needle minders. Like, all these different animals, all
Super
these
cute.
little, like, vintage characters. And I got this bear because I played a bear once in a play.
Susie Bear.
Susie Wild Bear. Get it right.
It's for you, Suze.
That's for you, Suze.
Susie Wild Bear.
Susie Wild Bear. But look at this little guy.
Girl. Susie.
Oh my god, I'm gonna punch you. But yes, so these Neo-Minders are freaking adorable. Love them. And that's all I have for a haul.
Okay.
So I'll talk to you guys in about 40 minutes. Maybe 30. So I'll just pull out
Friday night fight night. I think, I don't remember when this was from. However, I got a piece of cinnamon. This is 40 count linen. Bestitch me. Beauteous. And that actually was pretty true to color.
Keep that part in.
Stash unload.
A distash. Snoozy
A Distash page that I'm on. Got this piece. It's like a 14.5 by 19, so it's cut in half, but whatever. XJU Designs, 36 count linen. It's called Ash Rose. A lot of people have mentioned this Moe's silks on Facebook, and so I went to the group, and of course I bought some. I did like a grab bag. They were like a $15 grab bag or something like that. And I got all these lovely silks.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. Then, trying to figure out the best way. I had ordered some needles from Starlight Stitchery, and I happened to find that little guy.
Oh. I was like, what?
So cute. Yeah, he came home to my house to live forever. And then, would you mind sticking these back in the bag for me? You're the best. I've been on eBay. I'm not one to buy on eBay. And then I think it was like Emily, Eclectic Stitcher, and Colleen, Rebel Stitcher, and probably Sarah, Big Red Human Crafter, have all talked about eBay, and so now I'm like on there all the time, like turkey patterns, turkey blow molds. When I get my bonus in August, I'm totally buying a turkey blow mold. So, but I got this Mill Hill Autumn Harvest pin kit.
Oh, wow.
Perky turkey.
Another name for my tits.
Super cute. And then I got this. This might have actually been on a cross stitch unload site. Turkey Lurkey shelf sitter. Kindred Spirits by the Drawn Thread. You know it right there. Turkey. So, Uncle Sam and a bunny and a Christmas tree and a witch and a snowman and a turkey. So, cute. Let's see. I order from my LNS Stitching Bits and Bobs. I finally picked up the Scary Sampler. I was talking with Sarah Memphis. Sarah E.
You know who we're talking about. Sarah Memphis. Memphis Sarah E. St. Mary Memphis.
I think around,
sorry, Sarah.
Around October we're gonna start this one. But Scary Sampler, Heartstring Samplery. There was a Cross Stitch Haven, I think was the name of it, and they were going out of business. And they had like 80% off. So I made sure to take advantage of that. But it was one of those where like you would order things and maybe they would have it. Like you didn't find out what you were getting until you got your invoice.
Okay.
And even with my invoice, I don't think I found out what I was getting. It was just the total. And then I got a box in the mail and it was like, oh, okay, they didn't have this, they didn't have that. So, but I got Autumn Spice from Bent Creek. And that included the beads. I got the Plum Street Samplers Bounty Sampler. Turkey. Ironically, a few weeks ago, I saw this on a D-Stash page and I was like, I've never seen that pattern before. And then tonight I was going through everything. I'm like, oh.
Thank God I didn't buy it.
Yeah, I have seen it. Waxing Moon Designs, November. Pheasants, cute. Turkey. Pineberry Lane, The Fruits of Our Labor. Everybody just looks automatically like, where's the turkey? And then I got these. I made a Christmas one for our mom and gave her a little heartware bowl for Christmas. So I picked up these and will stitch them at some point and gift them to her. The Christmas Eve Winter Holiday Collection from Mill Hill. This Krynic Silk Gauze Kit. Silk Gauze Rose. It's a portable project. Sorry, the glare is so bad. But yeah, it comes with everything. I got this Hindsight Moose for our grandpa. That was his nickname. That's what my girls call him, Grandpa Moose. So maybe it's a quick.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fast one.
So probably Christmas this year.
Didn't you give him a moose one last year?
Yeah, I did. That's just gonna be my thing. Plum Street Samplers Party Tarts. I don't know why I felt compelled to buy these, but I did. So we'll see.
Party tarts.
And then the Scattered Seed Samplers Queen Esther's Pure Heart. Okay, I think the rest of this comes off a Stash site that I'm on. First, I got this pillow from Pine Mountain Designs, and I had found their Valentines. I showed it on a previous video.
Oh yeah.
And this is the pillow that goes with them, and it popped up on the Stash site, so I grabbed it. All right, so like I said, these are all from a D-Stash group. So, what does it say? Crazy Kitty's Thanksgiving Kitty. Country Cottage Needleworks, November Cottage. Fancy That, Wreath for All Seasons. There's only one season I care about. Hindsight Cross Stitch. That's what it's called, apparently. A little seasonal thing. And then Holiday House from Leisure Arts.
This is messed up.
The Cricket Collection Falling Snow. Turkey Mitten. I don't know how I find this stuff. Simply Autumn from Waxing Moon Designs. And now we get into the non-turkey. I got these 2 little Mill Hill kits.
Ooh.
That one's for you. To go along with my party tarts, I got these 2 Mill Hill kits.
Feeling awfully political, aren't you?
I also got this.
She's gonna have a whole little bowl of red, white, and blue cross stitch now. A little. What are those called?
Dobo.
Dobo.
Dobo. I got this little Robert Burns Auld Lang Syne kit. They also have Selkirk Grace. Some have meat and cannot eat. Some have none that want it. But we have meat and we can eat and say, the Lord be thank it. It's the Selkirk Grace. Birds of a Feather. This is Loyalty. Carriage House Samplings. I is for in. I just thought it was cute. Got this little Bent Creek Snappers Happy Arbor Day, and it says hug a tree. Gladly. Prairie Schooler 1999 Santa. That's the year my husband graduated.
You doing graduated now?
No, he was born before they started the Prairie Schooler Santas.
Ah.
So I figured I would do 99 for him. I don't know why I felt compelled to get this, but this lavender and lace, what is it called? I think it's like, oh yeah, Mother's Tree. I want to say that Pam from Just Keep Stitching, that she did this, but you put in all of the women, your lineage.
Oh.
But I think it's funny because they're McDougalls that are on here.
Oh.
And we have McDougalls in our family.
Probably related to them.
I got the Scarlet House Ghosts and Goblins. Speaking of like these style patterns, Colleen Rebel Stitcher Designs just put out her beefcake pumpkin.
A beef and pumpkin. Oh, that was so cute. I was looking at it today.
This is Plum Street Samplers Eulalie Long, 1789. I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation. I just like the, you know, like it. Bright Needle Charted Designs Alphabet Soup #1 sampler. Birds of a Feather, love. Love. Hey, buddy. Sheepish Designs. This is Bird's Eye View. I really like Sheepish Designs the more I've looked at them. This is the Prairie Schooler book number 97, All You Can Eat. Bright Needle Designs Folk Alphabet Sampler. Sorry about the light. There we go. This is Janet Carcell's 1787 from the Scarlet Letter. I love that. Look at those alphabets.
Ooh.
Owlsmore Cottage from Rosewood Manor. Mother's Day, Blackbird Designs. The Fruitful Vine, Blackbird Designs. I like the border on that. Bright Needle Spooky Halloween. That one's cute. How little they are.
Ooh, yeah.
Merrily, Merrily We Welcome Spring, Blackbird Designs. La-di-da, Mockingbird. And then The Good Housewife, Fruitful Clusters. Good Housewife. That's my whole.
Good God.
I know.
You know what my future plan for you in June is?
To not buy anything?
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
You're a freak.
Yeah, I know. It's just so hard to resist the turkeys.
Well, shall we go to Stitchy Kindness?
Yes.
Ugh.
Hey, look at all that Stitchy Kindness.
A lot of Stitchy Kindness. 95% of it is from you.
Nothing wrong with that. Go ahead.
So I got some Stitchy Kindness. So, as you all just saw, here's from Justine.
Super cute.
Super cute. Then also from Justine. This is Kitty Grime Guard. I remember when she got this in the mail, and I was like, "Oh, there's cats on it. Like, can I have it?" And just no, I'm gonna use it. And then just months later, it's mine. You guys remember that video about Justine breaking my Siamese cat plate, and then we were like looking on eBay for it? Justine gave me something that
Not a Siamese cat plate.
not a Siamese cat plate, but
The next best thing.
all these patterns of Siamese cats.
You do stacking.
Yeah, you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll stitch one just to be like, yep. It's pattern book. And then also from Justine, 4th of July is coming up.
But really, from our mom.
What? Did Mom have this?
Yes. Because that is your birth sample.
I would have never even freaking. So, 4th of July is coming up, everybody. And we know what day that is. The most important day that is. It's my birthday. I know a lot of us boycott 4th of July, and I can't help but take that personally. So
celebrate Jackie's
just
birthday
celebrate
instead.
my birthday instead and make it known that you're celebrating my birthday. I'm in need of constant reassurance.
You're like, wow, these fireworks for Jackie's birthday
These are great.
great.
I wish they weren't happening because they cause so much stress to people and animals. But anyways, and apparently this has little where's the camera?
Our mom paid one of her students to stitch that in 1991.
And I have it, or mom has it.
Yeah.
Yeah, mom has it.
She was thinking about picking your name out.
That's nice. Happy birthday to me. Okay. Why would you tell me that? But this.
Thought you'd want to know. Mom, where's my birth sampler? I picked your name out.
Picked your name out.
She just wanted to be able to hang it.
And then from just seeing this little coffee is always a good idea from Tiny Modernist. And then from our dear friend Suze, who hates our videos when we're not together.
We're together, Suze.
We're together, Suze. So better give us a thumbs up and resubscribe. Kidding. Since it was her birthday, she gave us all little party favors. And we got our friend Bobby, who owns Stitching Bits and Bobs.
Yep, she made these, and technically Bobby gave us party favors.
Yeah, that's
so that Suze wouldn't buy them for us.
Yeah. But we got
Aren't they
little
cute?
girls. Little girls.
They look like my little girls.
They do. This one I thought looked like me, but that's okay.
It's not about you anymore, Jackie. You're not the baby. And
That's all.
yeah, my Stitchy Kindness, also from Bobby, was Anne Pilgrim by Rebel Stitcher Designs, and she had it personalized when she picked it up at Market.
I wonder if I placed an order on rebelstitcher.com. Promo.
We don't get paid.
We don't get paid to pitch
For promoting.
rebelstitcher.com. But you should go check it out. rebelstitcher.com. But I wonder if I ordered something off online, which you can do on rebelstitcher.com. I wonder if Colleen would personalize it, or if I'd have to message her and be like, please personalize my stuff.
I'm pretty sure this will be message enough.
rebelstitcher.com.
Colleen. Good word, boy. We'll see her in October.
We will. I booked our hotel. Do you have any more Stitchy Kindness?
No.
Guess I gotta step up my Stitchy Kindness for June for Justine.
Especially if I'm not going to buy anything.
Yeah. Gotta make up for it, Stitchy Kindness. Been watching anybody?
Yeah. So, Floss Tube. I've been watching Jasminecustombags, Genevieve, Rebel Stitcher, Colleen, Zan, Crazy Band Lady Stitches,
Zan,
Fickle Stitches, Kate and Cheryl, Stitch Yardbark, Blue Nose Stitcher, Steel City Stitchers, Memphis Sarah E. I know that's correct because I watched it and I write down the names of people I watch. Nightmare Before Stitchmas, Three Trail Stitchers.
Maxine saw Post Malone. We talked about it.
That's nice. I heard that Post Malone's on something.
Blepo? Oh, Peppo? What's that called? No. Oh, Zeppo.
Oh, Blepo.
Oh, Beppo. Yeah, that's a thing right now. That's what I've heard that as well.
What's Ozeppo?
It's like a weight loss.
Oh,
thing.
it's that diabetic weight loss thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Screw that. As soon as they go off it, it comes right back.
Yep.
Just saying. I listened to an NPR piece on it. Cam the Stitcher. And then Welcome Stitchery, Justine. That's the gal's name. She owns this shop in Minnesota. So yeah, that's what I've been watching. I've also been listening to the Bridgerton series because I watched Queen Charlotte and I could not even talk about it without tearing up.
I haven't watched Queen Charlotte yet.
Man.
I watched, I finished The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. So good.
I'll have to try that again. I think I watched one episode. Mm-hmm. But I also watched it with Cyrus, and that may have been the reason I only watched one episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I've been watching, listening to. Oh yeah, I started the Bridgerton series over because I never watched the second season. And I just finished listening to the second book.
I found my Chicago Public Library's library card and downloaded Hoopla.
Nice, that's what I listen on.
So hopefully I will start listening to things soon.
Yeah. You should listen to Norwegian Wood. Mm-hmm. It's about the art of stacking wood. Legit, I listened to that, and then I found it at Mom and Dad's house. Dad's reading it.
You know, I was hoping when you said Norwegian Wood
that it was going to be some steamy Viking,
but no.
Type Norwegian Wood.
Whack-a-doodle.
Nope. So, yeah. Well, thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Hopefully we can get on a more consistent schedule.
Yes. Like and subscribe if you're just joining us. Yeah, that was just like a taste of kind of what... I think we were a little more X-rated than R-rated this time. Like and subscribe. Tell your Stitchy friends that, you know, if you want to watch it. Hey, what up, Mike? Thomasina and Mike, what up? Hashtag touch your piece, everybody.
Touch it.
Touch it.
Touch it real good.
But be gentle. Till next time. Good night, Stitches.
Good night, bitches. Good night, Floss too.